I'm moving out of my apartment after living here for 15 months. Before this, I had never lived in a safe neighborhood. I grew up roaming the streets of Monterey Park as an 8-year-old, finding things like ammunition in an abandoned sofa. Can you believe that? One time, I even dug up a whole pistol. Me and my ragtag group of friends, all around 7 to 10 years old, we'd rollerblade around the neighborhood looking for exciting new places to explore. Our parents were Vietnamese immigrants without a dime to their name. They couldn't afford childcare. I remember my dad crying as he clipped a handkerchief to my shirt before heading off to work. My parents would cry often, but at the same time, they were so strong. It inspired me to be strong too. But as hard as they worked, accidents kept happening. Every time they saved enough money for something, someone would fall ill. We had just saved enough money to purchase a home in El Monte when my dad found out about his stage 4 stomach cancer. I was only 12 years old. 3 months after finding out, he passed. So my headstrong Vietnamese mom shouldered me into adulthood on her own. Together, we made it through financial strife, our own family members trying to sabotage us, and even the relational fallout between us. Yet her faith carried her through, and her diligence gave me a fighting chance. Now, I have the privilege of making a career out of my home. It wasn't a smooth road, but I learned how to make the most out of my circumstances, just like my parents did. And I wouldn't have been here if it weren't for God's grace, of course, but I'll save that story for another time. My last home was in a very unsafe neighborhood in LA. I would wake up with broken beer bottles on my hood and old food smashed onto my windshield. It was all bad. But because that place was so scary, I decided to make the interior beautiful so I could forget about how ugly the outside was. My designs blew up on Instagram, and that gave me the financial backing I needed to move into the apartment that you see now. It's a privilege to live in a safe neighborhood, and a luxury to be able to choose where to live. Yet all the flowers that are blooming in my life today sprouted from the seeds that my parents fought to get. Life dealt them lemons, but like the resourceful immigrants that they are, they made lemonade. Lots of it. In case you're wondering, I'm just moving down the street. My new apartment will have a large balcony where I can grow my own food and take up gardening just like my dad. He was a celebrated agricultural engineer in his hometown. Through gardening, I hope to build the patience, resilience, and ingenuity of my parents. Through following my journey, you'll see how I design my new space, grow my own food, cook up delicious Vietnamese food, and most importantly, build a life that is pleasing to God. I can't wait to embark on this new chapter with you.